moving on to varsity, this is always tough, guys. I mean, I've known you kids since you guys were 14 years old as freshmen. Some of you guys even the younger when you guys were in middle school, and just to see how time flies, guys, it really does. I mean, it literally feels just like a few years ago, and Coach Eddie was one of my juniors and seniors. And fast forward, he's already been coaching with me for 5 years. So it's insane how the time flies. Okay, I mean, enjoy this time because guys, you will never get it back. To me, it's watching all the seniors check out and how excited they are to leave, and enjoy this time. Okay, because once you guys go to college and you graduate, and it's about working and being responsible and taking care of bills, and it's not always the funnest thing. I'd rather be 16, 17 playing high school baseball. So just enjoy this time because it goes by fast. So make the most of it. It's tough watching the seniors, break down at the end of the year when you got to wrap it up and hang up a jersey. There's no guarantee in life that any of us will ever play baseball again. That's the way it works. You're one injury away or one, bad situation where you don't play. So that's why, make these 4 years count because, guys, you don't get them back. And it's been a fun ride with you senior class. You guys have grown up a lot, physically, mentally, just the maturity, the stuff that I asked from you guys. It's a lot. Trust me. I know Coach Pete asked for a lot. He really, really does. I'm not going to deny that, but the way you guys answer the call, from all these seniors to Banger, Brandon, Derek, Jordan, yes, guys, I do ask of a lot, but I'm really proud of the way you guys stepped up, answered the call, and, we did compete with some of the best teams in the area. So I'm super proud of the way, this program's moving in the right direction, and, St. and D'Anzali, that's another positive for us. So you varsity guys, give it a hand. I really appreciate you guys. Just a couple of the team awards. I'll start with the first one. I'm really gonna miss this kid. Good kid, works his butt off. One of the hardest working kids that I think I've ever had, not just at Cupertino, Fremont, Overfelt. I mean, he sets the bar so high in terms of his character, what he stands for. He's an animal on the field. Literally, a ball couldn't knock this kid out. I'm telling you right now, that's how strong he is. It's amazing. I've seen balls hit his face twice, and somehow he gets up and, Coach, I want to play. You're pouring blood all over your face. Coach, I'm good. Just wipe it off. Some of the stuff that I seen this kid overcome, it was a little hurtful and sad not to see this kid play last year. And for him to take a year off, come in as a senior, and pretty much steal a starting position, start getting his playing time, be one of our guys, lead by example. I mean, that's just stuff that you don't see. Baseball's a hard sport. To take a year off and be able to pick up that bat and ball and pick up where you kind of left off, that's impressive. But I truly feel that that's coming from his character, the way he works hard, what he puts in as a student athlete, to just everything on how he goes about his business and conducts himself. He's one heck of a kid that I'm truly going to miss. But, talking to the coaches, we had a lot of guys that, improved. But, to go from being a JV player, taking a year off, and then to go and, be a varsity starter, that is impressive. And that just stands a lot. And Garrett, you're our most... This award, I would say not only did he, I wouldn't say, to the point where it's impressed or shocked the coaches, but he was a force to be reckoned with in our league. And his name got out there really, really quick. I'm super excited the way, he conducted himself as a person, his attitude, the way he worked. It was nice to see the strides and the jumps and progress that this kid made from a JV player to a varsity player. And as a coach, that's something that you get real happy and impressed about, seeing a kid grow and develop, not just physically, but more, on the maturity side and things like that. I mean, that's a huge step. I don't think we've had a bigger improvement in terms of, just athletic ability, being able to just command and do what he did on the mound. It was tough. It was tough, because if anybody would have told me that this kid would have pitched 70 innings in the year, I would have said there's no way. He's had some arm problems his first couple years. Like, that's a huge thing to jump from not pitching much because your arm's giving you problems to now, you're pitching and being one of the top pitchers in our league. I think I'd have to go back and look at, but it was 20 innings, scoreless or something, 20, 3 consecutive games that he didn't give up a run. And in the game of baseball, if you don't give up a run, it's pretty hard to lose. So he put us in a great position. Really looking forward to seeing what this kid can do from a junior to senior. After seeing the strides that he made from a sophomore to a junior, I can only imagine what he's going to do his senior year. Boy, did he set the bar up high. Okay, being able to pitch and shove against, the likes of whether it was Saratoga, Mountain View, Los Altos. He was pitching against dudes and he was out pitching them. And that was awesome to see. So just looking at what he was able to do, he was definitely our guy this year. He stepped up and showed that, he can take the ball, and I'll go in, I don't care who I'm pitching against, and I'll go out and compete and battle. He was a force to be reckoned and earned a lot of respect in the coaches meeting that we had in our league, and they're expecting big things. Okay, for him to be a front starter type guy as a junior, the bar's set high as a senior. So I'd like to honor Kyle Sheets as our team MVP. It's tough, guys, because with only so many awards, there's multiple kids that can get it, and it's tough. I wish there were a few more awards that I could give out because there's many deserving, but when you finish kind of on the bottom half of the league, it is hard to fight for so many all-league spots. They're kind of allocated, the top first place teams get this many, and it trickles on down. But to see some of the guys that got awards, it was awesome. They worked their butts off. Great students, great leaders, captains. I couldn't ask for any more from a player like this. He was like my right-hand man, like having a junior coach on the field, somebody who, we seen a lot of things in the same way, same page. He's that type of kid, hey, I need a message to get out to 30 kids. Here, dip, boom, it's done. Send it out, coach, I got you. So it's nice to have a player like that can be that player coach and can help out. Never had to tell him, to work hard. Never had to tell the kid more than once anything. Just because he's that type of kid that works his butt off. Definitely going to miss him. He's been a huge part of this program the last 4 years. What we've asked of this kid, it was a lot. I don't think we've had anyone play more positions. I don't think we've ever had a kid play more positions than this at all. I think he played almost every single position in our lineup, and that's not an easy thing to do. Okay, to be able to sacrifice yourself, and yeah, coach, I may not play that position, but if that's what's best for the team, I'll go ahead and do it. And when it comes to senior day, and I want to respect and honor this kid, and you've been, manning up, playing out of position 25 times this year. Where do you want to end up your last game? You got it. Coach, I'll go back and catch one more time. Giving you a choice to where you can actually, get to play the infield, and coach, I want to do what's best for the team. So that's the type of, mindset, that's the type of way this kid works and lives, and I can only imagine what he's going to do in the real world. Okay, this kid's smart. He's going to go finish at the top of his class at the university he's at. Probably going to go out and get $1 million job and take me with him, so I might not be here for too long, right? Got me? Yes, he did. But watching Brandon do what he did this year.
What's up?
Right. Don't worry, he'll be in Saturday school tomorrow. It was nice. I mean, I don't think I could have asked for anything more from a player like this in terms of character, work ethic, attitude, being a student athlete, what he demands from himself. That's, like I said, he's going to be a force to reckon with in the real world. I mean, it's what he does. It's amazing. He busted his butt all year, all 4 years for us, from the time he was on JV to varsity. You know, he's that type of kid that I'm going to use as a reference for years to come in terms of he does the right thing all the time. He works hard. He's a great teammate. And I'm a firm believer that good things happen to good teammates, and that's why a lot of the positive stuff I believe happens to this kid, because, you know, he just does everything the right way. You know, he's going to be sad here against Brandon Takano. This is a good one. Okay, to finish, you know, on the bottom half of where we did, and to get an award like this, it's an impressive one. Okay, because not too many teams are able to be rewarded with an award like this, you know, coming from a bottom half record type. But you know what this kid was able to do for us, you know, you can't deny it. You know, stats don't lie, and he had some of the best stats in our league, hands down. Even if it was from a record that might not have been so impressive. Okay, I mean, he really did his job. I think a lot of it is his attitude and his mindset. He doesn't care who he's facing, who he's pitching against. That means absolutely nothing. You know, so I really think that bulldog mindset and that type of attitude sets him up for success. You know what I mean? He's the coach. I can go another one. I can go another one. Oh, you're a pitch counselor. I mean, he just has that type of attitude where he wants the ball more and more. And like I said, coming from a spot where you had a lot of arm injuries as a freshman, sophomore, and now as a junior, you know, you're just lights out. You know, rubber arm, I could pitch for days. My arm never hurt, and it seemed like the more I pitched, the stronger I got. And that was an awesome thing to see this year, as, you know, he didn't start off the season in the rotation, and I believe it was right after the Power game. I think that's when he went on his run and shut down, you know, 3 teams, whether it was Mountain View, Los Altos, Saratoga. Yeah, it was nice to see what he was able to do. You know, he set the bar really, really high this year as a junior. Other teams in our league have definitely took note, and they're really not looking forward to seeing this kid pitch next year against them. So to see Kyle Sheets get second team All-League, that is a huge thing in our league. Set the bar high. You really do, guys. Because when you set the bar high like that, like guys like Brandon, guys like Kyle, you know, you're setting yourself up for success. Okay, you put in that type of work. I mean, Coach Eddie hit it right on the head. I mean, looking what Bailey was able to do from 1 year, looking how much work he put in, how many hours, cages, fungo. I mean, JV season was over, varsity was out there practicing, and he was still out there practicing a week later, after the season was over. You know, and stuff like that, that's going to carry on over, you know, the next 2 to 3, 4 years, and benefit those type of players, you know. So continue to work. This is a sport that never sleeps, and if you're not working right now, there's someone in a cage, there's someone getting fungos, there's someone out there getting better. So continue to put in the effort, guys. Continue to work. This is the hardest sport. I don't care what anybody says. Baseball is the hardest sport, okay? It is not easy to hit a round ball with a round bat coming in at 85, 90 miles an hour. All right, that's a really, really hard thing to do. So yeah, I'm really impressed to see where this program's going, where these teams are going over the next few years. I really truly believe we do have a bright future. Just continue to put in the hours, continue to put in the work, guys, and I promise you good things will happen. We will be back in the Deanzo another year. We will find a way to get to CCS, and I'm really looking forward to coaching this group. Like I said, there's multiple families, multiple brothers that coach. You know, it's amazing. I'm looking forward to even more coming. You know, So I'm real proud of the way you guys have played. Thank you guys very much for, it's been one heck of a season. I'm going to let the coaches real quick, each of them talk for a quick second, and then we'll wrap it up. But, there's still some food left over. Make sure you guys, have some if you guys didn't get a chance to eat. Enjoy this time together, guys, because, there's only one 2019 group, and that's you guys. So enjoy. Coach Cliff says we're good. So yeah, they got enough. But yeah, you guys, like I said, thank you guys very much. I appreciate all the time, the support. Like I said, I've said it over and over. I know I ask of a lot, I demand a lot, but there's a reason for that. Looking where we're at, where we've come, where we've started, it's huge. And I thank my coaches for all the time and support, the hours, the commitment, everything that they put in. I couldn't do it without them. Okay, they're a huge part of the success that we have as a program. Scott Green's probably one of the hardest working guys I think I've ever been with as a coach, as a person. Whatever you ask of guys like him, Cliff, Shane, Coach Junior, Coach Eddie, the hours that these guys put in, it is insane, guys. And we're, juggling like working, coaching, family man, and then, considering you guys are like our little brothers. That's how much time we spend with you guys. Okay, it's tough to say, and I feel almost bad saying it, but during the season, I spend more time with you guys. We spend more time with you guys than our own families. Okay, now that's tough. That's a tough pill for me to swallow, but I love what I do. I love coaching, and I love the group that I'm with. Okay, so I'm expecting some big things over the next couple years. You guys are a huge part of it. Just continue to work hard. Continue to work hard. And parents, continue to do what you guys are doing. Push your kids to be, great student athletes, and good things are going to happen with these kids, especially this group. I'm real happy and real proud of you guys. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it, and let's get back to CCS next year.